Thanksgiving. It's a time to gather with friends and family and celebrate the birth of autumnal vegetables from a great horn vagina. But what if I told you this innocent fall festival that has no dark side whatsoever has a dark side? Like most sheeple, I used to believe in the myth of Thanksgiving as a time of peace and harmony. But then I started to notice a curious pattern.
God damn it, Kevin. If I hear one more friggin' conspiracy theory...
It's not a conspiracy, Dad. The Earth is actually a triangle.
Every year at Thanksgiving, I would try to inform my family about new and brilliant ideas.
Crayons do not make you bisexual, Kevin!
Look, here, or there.
What's wrong with you?
Do some research.
And every year, without fail, my entire family would act like I was the crazy one.
The Chinese are not spreading propaganda in Maroon 5 songs.
Maroon is a shade of red, and there's 5 stars in the Chinese flag. Do I have to spell it out for you? So what is it about this holiday that warps my family's minds and turns them against rational thought? It's time to give thanks for the truth. Gobble, gobble.
Every week, TV10 Podcast, episode 0514.
Nope, 5. I think we're at 0515.
Nope. You're in no position to tell me anything.
Well, how dare you say that? Why are you saying that to me?
I was looking at it right here before the screen went dead.
Oh,
yeah.
So you're going on the dead screen of your dead PC.
You're on thin ice, motherfucker.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Just no.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Behave yourself. We have a guest.
Oh,
yes.
We do?
Yeah.
Who do we have here?
Introduce yourself, please.
Oh, please.
Oh, I got to introduce myself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well,
but
no one can do it better than you.
I doubt that is true. I let my wife do it.
Well, you should have brought her.
It's J.M. Bell from The Left Show and the world's greatest comic book podcast.
Oh, and for the record, happy wedding for you.
Thanks. It was a delight to see you guys.
Oh, thank you.
And this podcast actually did some good in that we let Peter know about it. Because of
and he got his invite, it just came late.
Yeah. So we told him first.
Yeah. We are still having people tell us that their invites are just getting there. Sent them out at the beginning of October.
Oh, man.
They're just rolling in now. And they've all got early October postage dates on them.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, they're just not making it.
Okay. And this week's episode brought to you by
our good friends at Bohemian Brewery. They bring to you... Well, for you, Mr. Frost, some nice Hefeweizen right there. And for you, Mr. Bell, the Cherny Bock in the Growlers.
It's very tasty.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that is the only way to properly and pre-gamely do a podcast.
Yeah, Bohemian is one of the few local places that does a good hef.
Yeah.
No, many of them don't even bother with the Hefeweizen, which is sad.
Are you trying to call out distilleries? Is that what I'm hearing here?
Breweries.
Or breweries?
Yeah.
All I'm hearing is it got cold in the...
no, I'm not doing a frost warning yet.
Oh, no. Okay. Just checking in there.
Yeah, so. But we want to ask Mr. Bell here, what are you liking? What are you watching? What's up? Anything?
In other words, what the fuck are you watching?
If you have time to do any of that kind of stuff.
No. I've found some time. I'm trying to decide if...
How can you find time when you got married all of a sudden?
We've been living together for 5 years. There's not a lot of new at this point.
Get right up into the mic, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you know how this works. You have a podcast of your own.
Yeah, but I don't yell like you do, Tommy.
I know, but you have to.
But the only reason everybody's got to yell is to make sure that we can all match up with you, sir.
Yes. You're welcome. I'm not sorry.
No, I got some guilt.
You got some guilt. That's
Dr.
so
Odyssey?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. We talked about this show last week.
Yeah.
There was an episode where there was a wedding happening, and a guy fell overboard.
No, he jumped.
Or he jumped. That's right. And they said, "Oh yeah, so very sad. We had a sad moment." And then there's a three-way, and then the episode ends.
Yeah. Yeah. This show fails the Bechdel test every single episode, and I can't stop watching it.
So that's the only episode I've seen. So is it pretty much consistently like that?
The last one I saw, I'm a couple behind, but the last one I saw was Pride Week on the boat.
Oh yeah,
And
John
you had-
Stamos.
John Stamos came on and played the gay brother to Don Johnson's captain.
Yeah.
No, did he have his full hair, or was
Yeah.
he ball capping it?
No, it was full hair.
Okay.
Why would he be doing that?
He looked
Just because to support Dave Coulier. So,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dave Coulier has cancer.
Okay.
and John Stamos.
You know, from Full House. So,
Is Dave Coulier bald now?
going?
Has Alanis Morissette reached out?
Not yet.
Okay.
As far as anybody knows, unless you know
That's
something,
a deep
Mr.
cut
Bell.
there.
Nope.
No, that's a deep cut there.
is.
You ought to know
Oh,
the answer to that.
wow.
Yeah.
You
Dr.
went down that road.
So Dr. Odyssey. Okay, that's a good one. All right.
Last couple days, Day of the Jackal.
Oh, how you liking that?
I really fucking love Eddie Redmayne. That
It just
guy
got
packed.
renewed for a second season already.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
It did well enough. It's a British co-production, I think, so it did well enough here and overseas to get a second season pickup this
Guess
early.
That's a spoiler. I guess they're not going to catch him in season.
Probably not. No.
Jesus.
That would be a weird way to end the
Season
series
2,
anyway,
Son
though.
of the Jackal.
Yeah, it's a new Jackal.
No.
My dad.
Yeah. Now here's the question I got to ask the both of you, and especially you, Mr. Bell, because
All right.
I'm aware of the original Day of the Jackal, the movie, and the reboot with Bruce Willis. Does it really warrant a second season? That's the question.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
You go through. It's not breakneck. You're not running around. It's not quick pans. It's not bullshit fight scenes.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
very methodical, very step by step. And that first setup for that first real murder in episode 1 was fucking great.
Okay.
By the end of it, I'm just like, this is it.
All right. Day of the Jackal on Peacock. Cool.
Okay.
I on the other hand, though, I really liked that Bruce Willis reboot.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever even saw it.
Well, it's okay. We got an intervention to deal with you in a minute here, so.
All right.
Hence why I'm pre-gaming here at the moment. But we'll get to that.
You've already pre-gamed.
I know, but at the same time, I'm pre-gaming for the pre-game.
You're post-gaming. Okay.
Whatever.
Anything else? Let me run one by you. I don't know if you watch anything within the Taylor Sheridan universe. The producer Taylor Sheridan, who does Yellowstone and all those other things on Paramount Plus.
Which might as well be called Sheridan Plus. Let's
Yeah.
just be honest.
He's got a lot of shows going at the same time.
like Landman and.
Well, the latest one is Landman. It spells Billy Bob Thornton.
Right.
And if you remember Billy Bob Thornton's thoroughly yelly one-note performance throughout Bad Santa, which made that movie funny,
Yeah.
he's just doing it again.
Okay.
But,
and
but it's not Christmas.
It's
oil.
And after that, he did Goliath on Prime Video. So let's not forget.
That one was less shouty. That was more introspective one.
Yes.
That was a David E. Kelly joint. This one was written specifically for Billy Bob Thornton, and it kind of shows because you just go out there and yell at everybody.
Well, and I
That's
got a
what he
theory about that, but let me hear Mr. Bell's.
Well, I caught the trailer.
Yeah.
And?
I'm interested to a point where if I get left alone and I can't find the remote, I'll
Yeah.
probably watch it.
Yeah. It's very much a dude show.
well,
It looks like a bro show.
Yeah.
well, and I've got a theory about this. I got a theory after 3 episodes, and I think this is spot on. This is if you watch Landman, and especially Billy Bob Thornton as Tommy Norris as a oil man go-to. This is my takeaway. This is what happens if Al Bundy meets what was I gonna say? Al Bundy meets well, Actually, this is just Al Bundy
It's just-
and
it's just
Hank
Al
Hill getting together and becoming a human.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm seeing this.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to stick with the show, but it's so far it doesn't rank high in my Taylor Sheridan shows because there's a Tulsa King with Stallone. There's Mayor of Kingstown with Jeremy Renner.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, how is that?
That's actually pretty good. It's very serious.
Yeah.
Tulsa Kings made me laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tulsa
Yeah.
King's got the funny.
Yeah,
It
Sly
didn't pull me
Stallone is
back.
great.
Yeah, it didn't pull me back.
Yeah.
I watched a couple 3 episodes because the wife fell asleep, and then I just haven't gone back to it. And
Yeah.
It wasn't that I didn't like it. It's just not pulling me.
Yeah. The funniest thing is Stallone trying to move his face.
Yeah.
That is the funny part.
Oh, what's his name? The guy from Freaks and Geeks and
Martin Starr.
yeah, I like
Yeah.
him. He was
Yeah.
great.
Let me run a couple of news shows that are coming out this week. See if any of this strikes your fancy.
Okay.
See if any of this sounds good. Paper. The never nicotine stained fingers.
All right.
Another deep cut. La, 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 la.
Well played.
Tomorrow, actually, the day this episode drops, Dear Santa. It's a movie starring Jack Black.
Wait, Dear Santa or
Just
Dear
wait.
Satan?
Just wait.
Oh, all right, fine.
Shut your dick, sucker. Just wait. Okay, Dear Santa. A young boy writes a typo on his postcard to Santa, goes to Satan instead, played by Jack Black.
Yep.
And therefore, Jack Black shows up. It's like, hey, I'm here to grant all your wishes, and shows him a good time.
Is that a movie? Or
It is a
TV
movie.
show?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on Paramount Plus. It's also on video on demand.
Okay.
And but this a movie came out about 4 years ago called Letters to Satan Claus on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost the same damn thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so they've stolen from a sci-fi movie that only I saw.
That's pretty much how sci-fi works.
Yeah.
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 It's made for an audience of maybe 2.
Yeah, and we have a Post
Or
Malone.
3.
We have a Post Malone sighting. Post Malone is in here as himself.
Okay.
Our local owner of a Raising Cane's franchise.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Come on, he owns the pink Raising Cane's. It's
somewhere out in the
It's terrible chicken.
It really is.
They have one job, chicken.
Yeah, my family loves it, and I'm like, "What do you love it for?" And they're like, "The sauce." I'm like, "Can't we get the sauce and get good chicken somewhere else?"
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Just kind of make two DoorDash trips.
I'll
And
do it.
all I see from you, Mr. Bell, is really you have that job to do. So, and you're not impressed. You're not impressed at all.
No,
Okay,
it's dry ass chicken.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So,
Yeah, we have another Lindsay Lohan Christmas movie. How about this? This is on Netflix. It's called Our Little Secret.
No thanks.
No thanks? Okay.
What is it called again?
Our Little Secret.
Okay.
But basically, it's a rom-com. You know that. It's a rom-com. How about this? On Thanksgiving Day, Is It Cake holiday special.
No,
No? Don't like that show?
no, it's Thanksgiving. I'm going to be watching Mystery Science Theater 3000.
True.
Yeah.
True. That is right here.
That's what you. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I
Good.
jumped ahead. I apologize.
It's totally okay. You go to watch this year's Mystery Science Theater 3000 Thanksgiving Marathon. You go to mst3kturkeyday.com.
Okay.
It'll show you all the platforms where you can watch it.
Now, can we see this on Pluto TV or?
It's on a few of those free ones. I don't remember if Pluto is one of them, but it's on a lot of places.
All right.
It's going to be hard to miss it.
All right. So what I'm hearing is, in order to avoid family and or football, that's the place to go.
Yeah, how about this? On Netflix, dropping on Thanksgiving Day, The Madness, starring Coleman Domingo from Fear the Walking Dead and Euphoria. He plays a political consultant who's also a cable TV pundit who finds himself in the fight of his life in the Poconos because he's been framed for a murder of a white supremacist.
No, because I could watch MSNBC. That's
Why would you commit a crime in the Poconos so that every time somebody talked about your crime, they said Poconos?
again. I thought I
yeah.
made it clear with
serious.
It doesn't lend itself to much seriousness.
Yeah,
No.
No.
And again, I thought I made it clear with MSNBC, but maybe Jim Scarborough made a deal or something like that. Oh, am I getting too real here?
Jim Scarborough?
That guy.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
While
While we're on the MSNBC thing, I did want to ask you this one.
Okay.
You watch the channel. It's,
I do.
It's our bubble.
Yep.
It's our safe place.
Everything but Morning
For
Joe,
now.
which I'll never watch again.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that guy. But okay, 3 of my favorites are Stephanie Ruhle,
Love Stephanie.
Alex Wagner,
Love Alex Wagner.
and Jen Psaki.
I love Jen Psaki.
Where would you rank them in your, if you had a hall pass, you've had your liberal media hall pass?
Probably Psaki, and then a tie for second.
Okay.
With Wagner and Rule. And then it's important to remember that Rachel Maddow's still there.
That's true.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
She takes up third, but that's only because she's doing once a week.
Yeah, well,
So what I'm hearing is Scarborough can fuck off.
there's
That's all
nobody
I'm
named
hearing.
Scarbo.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's all I'm hearing.
There's nobody named Scarbo.
All right. And am I slurring at this point? That's why you're
Yeah.
kind of questioning me.
Yeah.
I know the answer. I just want to hear it out loud. So
How about this? The day after Thanksgiving on Friday, Beatles 64. It's a documentary about the Beatles arriving in the United States.
oh,
Does it have any AI new songs?
I don't think so.
What's the point?
I think. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really impressed with that AI new song.
No, me either.
Yeah. The only thing AI has impressed me so far is with his photo illustrations. Like for writing, it's okay. For music and sound, it's
Look,
okay.
the only time I was interested in AI was Secret Invasion on the Hulu and or Disney Plus.
Yeah.
With Samuel L. Jackson, and after that, whatever.
Yeah.
So.
How about a movie? This is Hulu. This is Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller is
Still alive?
still alive, still
All right.
doing
Still
things.
thing.
Yeah, this is from director David Gordon Green, who did the Halloween trilogy and Exorcist Believer. So now he's doing a Christmas comedy.
What?
Yeah.
Like you do.
Like you do, yeah. So Ben Stiller is a workaholic, big city guy who leaves Chicago to take care of his deceased sister's four sons until they can find a foster home. Merry Christmas.
Okay. What's the name of the movie?
It's called
Buck?
Nutcrackers,
Oh, okay.
and it's a dead mom movie
Oh,
Nice.
starring.
So it's Disney.
Yeah, and it's on Hulu, so it could be. It's in there.
Well,
Here's the other cast besides Ben Stiller: Linda Cardellini, Tim Heidecker, Edie Patterson from Righteous Gemstones, and Toby Huss. So it's a solid cast.
I love
All right.
Linda Cardellini.
Yeah,
Since Freaks
So
and Geeks.
could be good. I don't
Okay.
know.
so it's a thing. So we get this.
It'll probably be something I watch when I'm high. In a year or
That's probably the way to
That's
do
all
it.
I need to hear.
two. Yeah.
That's the way to do it. And I'll get you to the more to the news stuff coming up this week. Later on in the week, I don't know if you noticed this. There was a second episode of TV Tan last week.
Oh yeah, there was.
Yeah,
So
it's basically where it's all of 10 minutes long. And all it is like, here's a recap of everything coming out this week.
wait a minute.
Maybe you should check out. Maybe you shouldn't.
Where was I when this happened? Or
You weren't here. It was just something I'm trying to see if it boosted any numbers.
Oh,
And
okay.
it did a bit.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah. So I'll try it one more time, see if it gooses the numbers.
what you're saying is I was in the other basement when you were recording?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
But I want to ask you, any reality shows in your mix at all? Do you watch any reality shows at all?
Thank you for reminding me. But Mr. Bell, please start off before
Every once in a while, the Great British Bake Off is
Okay.
on when I'm in the room.
Oh, okay. So you do a drive-by kind of?
I'll sit down and Instagram for a little while, and it'll be on. I mean, I don't dislike it. It's just, they're all very polite to one another, and it's very not sinister at all. And I think,
but by polite, you mean British.
yeah,
Okay.
There's nothing to hate there.
Okay.
yeah, everybody's quite kind, and when people lose, instead of going, they're all like, oh no, how about a hug? And it's just like, okay.
Is there a great Canadian baking show? How could a Canadian baking show or a Canadian bacon show? I'd take either one.
I'd take that. Yeah, no,
That would be
hey,
that would be
come out here and show us your showstopper poutine.
yeah.
It's great.
Now, this is where I have to get my editors at Slam Wrestling involved. Oh, I write for them. I mean, I just have an MBA. I mean, but that goes without saying here. Oh, and why are you not drinking there, Mr. Bell?
I am. The glass is almost empty.
That's no excuse. The point is, that brings me to this. Since Mr. Frost has addressed reality TV, this is our coming to podcast here. Apparently, you talked about the secret lives of Mormon wives.
I wrote about it.
Yeah.
In City Weekly last week.
Yeah, you did. First of all, how are you? And bigger question: do I need to get the one of the dolls here to show where they hurt you?
Mostly, what I noticed watching that show. It's only like a few episodes. It's a very short season on Hulu. First of all, they all look almost exactly the same.
Yes.
They all dress exactly the same.
And they all sleep with each other's spouses.
Yeah,
Yes.
and they all talk the same.
Uh-huh.
And one of them has a crippling dirty soda addiction. I know that. And mostly I was writing about it because, first of all, this inspired an entire Wall Street Journal article about Utah hair, and women are flying in and paying thousands of dollars to get their hair did just like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, the second thing is, a lot of people watched it on Hulu, but it's going to premiere after The Bachelor in January, so millions more people are going to see it. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our national embarrassment is not over yet.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought for a second. Mr. Bell, come over here.
Yeah, buddy, what's up?
Okay. Do we need to talk to Mr. Frost? Do we need to have an intervention? Do we need to have a coming to
No,
keep
because
us?
it's his job. He
But
has to watch garbage.
No, just-
shh. You're not there. You're not there. Do we need to make sure that he doesn't get indoctrinated? I'm just saying.
Just keep an eye on his hair.
So
Yeah.
And
you're
if he
saying
gets, if he gets the $1,000 haircut,
okay. So you're saying in the name of all things in Big Love, we should really keep an eye on him? Is that what I'm hearing?
fuck, I want to watch Big Love. That's been a minute.
Yeah. Maybe it's time to revisit Big Love.
Why are you listening to this? Keep your
We're in
eye
an
on-
aside.
Yeah. We need
I'm
to-
right here. Anyway.
Why are you even listening? Okay. The point is, we keep an eye on it.
Yeah, the point is, the fucking editor at City Weekly said, hey, can you write something about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives? I go, I'll write anything for money. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. That I can live with.
I will too.
That I can live with. So.
Might I remind you, I have no income right now.
Yeah. Okay. And.
Can I write it twice?
Yeah, well, I'm working out a deal now where I write a TV column and it runs in 3 different newspapers and I get paid 3 different times for it.
Nice.
So I'm trying to bump that number up. So I'm reaching out to other weekly newspapers, and but they're mostly run by cheap hippies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Bigger question. Do we need to, I don't know, just throwing it out there, do we need to Spotify this shit? I'm just saying.
I have no idea what you're talking about now.
I'm just saying, do we need a Joe
Spotify?
Rogan the fuck out of this?
Oh, do we hit Spotify up for a multi-million-dollar deal?
Look, if we're getting into the broligarchy as at this stage in the game, can we do that? Just so
I
we can
did
pump up
I did
the numbers?
consider starting a secondary right-wing talk show podcast.
Okay.
It will be called The Right Show.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
All right, I'm writing.
We can
it down.
counter
The right
program.
show.
Yeah, we just did our 666th episode.
I noticed that. Yeah.
It was choice with every bad thing that's happening in the world. I was like, this is fucking perfect for
Everything
this horror show.
Everything converged right there.
What we're saying is, when we get that Joe Rogan money, you're going to be our first guest. So
Outstanding.
okay,
I will.
I know you were on board with that. So
I'm waiting to see if Joe Rogan gets a cabinet position.
ew,
He would have to take a pay cut probably.
ew,
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. and also ew. And if that's for information, ew,
Where the fuck would he go? FCC?
ew.
Do they open
It
up
doesn't
a
matter.
new
Ew.
department of pro wrestling?
Well, yeah. Well.
Oh no.
That's Tommy Malagro's.
Do not dare take away my cabinet position. So, I'm waiting for when President Camacho really gets that established. Then I will make that a thing here. So,
Yeah. I'm going to let you attempt to get through wrestling.
oh dear. Do you really want me to get through wrestling? Seriously. This is a lot.
It's sports with Tommy Blanco. Go, team.
Fine. From the Sports Desk of the TV10 podcast, we deliver to you only a sport of professional wrestling. Oh, my God. It was a lot. And so much to happen here. And as we are talking to you live on the air, let me just get my genius juice in here. Let's start with WWE came to Salt Lake City. And
I didn't even notice.
Oh, yeah. Well, they were there for SmackDown. And
was that at the Dental Center?
The Decibel Center, yes.
Okay.
And it was very loud, very extravagant, and they recorded, well, they went live on air on Friday SmackDown, but they also recorded for next week's SmackDown because, you know, the Thanksgiving holidays. And I wrote about that at SlimeWrestling.net. You know I write for Slime Wrestling. I mean, I just have an MBA. And why are you not drinking, Mr. Bell?
He doesn't listen. He doesn't know the game.
Oh, anytime I mention Slime Wrestling in my MBA, you have to drink.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
So why are you... Thank you. That's all I have to ask her. So, yeah, they've established some stuff that's going to be going on for Survivor Series, which will be going up on the Peacock if you flock to the cock. And that's all.
I love that so much. I can't stand it. Because I do. That's where all my Star Trek is.
You're welcome. And
we still don't know why they don't use that promo.
Yeah.
Flock to the cock.
I don't know either. Well, and I know the reason why, because WWE is going to be flocking to Netflix, which doesn't work in that aspect right there. That's going to be coming up in January of next year.
It'll be the real test of the live streaming on Netflix.
Right? And
did you watch the fight?
Oh, well, okay. Technically, no, I did not watch a fight. But did I watch an old guy and a young jackass sit there and like not really hit each other? Yeah, I watched all the rounds.
Thank you. That was going to be my question. I was going to ask you.
In the 4 hours of undercard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? It was like the fight before that with what was it, Katie? I can't remember her fucking name.
That's the one where everybody's talking about.
Oh, it was a good fight.
Yeah.
It was a really, really good fight, and we watched that, and then it was the 2 hours of bullshit in between each fight that just drove me nuts. And it's like, you know, we got there a little late because I was at work, and I get in, and all of a sudden there's Rosie Perez not saying anything, just standing there, and some jackass with glasses is just making one joke after another. He's not funny at all. You know, the ringside commentary was bad. The announcer in the ring was okay. I liked him. He had a good deep voice, you know, deep guy, voice guy, kind of thing going. And then, the one thing I wanted in the last seconds of that was when Jake Paul stopped and bowed was for Tyson to just fucking let him have it.
That was the in right there.
Yeah.
Damn it. Oh, well.
And that was it. But no, I would say of two despicable human beings. I'm ashamed I watched that.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched that at the Black Sheep Bar and Grill. Not a sponsor yet. And as I was watching Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, I just came away, and I think I talked about this last time. Yeah, this is why we are as the way we are as a country. So I'm not surprised. So anytime anybody says, "Oh, pro wrestling is fake," but Jake Paul and Mike Tyson is awesome, fuck you. Fuck all of you. You got what you deserve.
I think you just had your, was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor moment?
Yes. Yeah, I'm going full Bluto at this point here, so I am totally fine with that.
Okay.
I will not deny that.
I noticed I didn't have AEW Collision last night, probably because they were doing the pay-per-view, right?
As we are talking live on air, they just did their pay-per-view, and Full Gear is in the books. And
did you have to review that one?
No, thank God.
Okay.
Because 9 matches, 10 if you really want to count. Now, And one of the matches was QT Marshall versus AJ Big Boom from the Costco thing, and you're going, what?
Huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All right.
So that explains exactly the amount of interest I had in it. I just have to say, no, I'm done. I am fucking done with that stuff. But I think there are a couple things that do need to be said other than, WWE came to town and they recorded, the last couple of episodes, and more importantly, two things I will say. Nikki Bella, Nikki Garcia of the Bella Twins, she and her husband Artem Zhurin decided to get a divorce, so that's happening. And
I am surprised as hell.
I know. It was so hard to kind of believe, whatever. And Full Gear happened. It's in the books, and last I heard, Moxley got the pin, and he's still your champion. And the point is, this is kind of a week of the sports entertainment because it's sports.
It's sports at Tommy Milagro. Go team.
Another question I have for you.
Okay.
After the election, which I went to bed expecting to wake up to a blue wave. Never came.
Nope.
Has your liberal media bubble tapered off a bit for your viewing of all the shows and maybe all the podcasts you listen to?
No. The problem I'm having right now is I have an 8-minute drive to work.
Okay.
So I get all my podcasting done 8 minutes at a time. So I haven't listened to an entire episode of anything in
that sucks.
months.
So you tapered off. You cut off shit or
Not on
purpose.
No, not on purpose. But I got to be honest. It's like yesterday I was sitting at my computer and was like, you know what? I think I'm going to watch the Arsenal game.
Okay.
As opposed to turning on the news, and turning on the news is what I normally do.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, fuck it, I'll watch some soccer. And I did that, and then I watched the Newcastle game, and then I watched the Wrexham game on Paramount Plus, and it was just like, okay, this is my life. I'm gonna watch soccer.
What is it like watching Wrexham without the documentary going on around it?
You can tell that the Premier League has all the money because it's basically like 2 cameras on Wrexham, and they're very far away.
All right.
You get to watch it, and that was cool. So they got the English Football League on Paramount Plus now.
So what I'm hearing is Wrexham is the Utah Jazz of England. That's what I'm hearing right now.
I honestly am not sportsy enough to know what the fuck you're talking about.
Bigger question. Okay, let me explain this another way.
Okay.
The Salt Lake Bees. You're aware of that team.
Yeah.
Okay. So and
Tetherball, right?
Sure, let's go with that. And you're kind of illustrating my point here. And if you had to equate what you explained about the Salt Lake Bees to Wrexham, is that kind of like that?
No, because Wrexham keeps winning.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's just really what it is. They're waffle stomping their way through one league to another until they hit the Premier League.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm writing that down. That's our
it is-
title, waffle stomping.
It's been delightful to watch, and being able to watch English Football League games is new to me this year. And so I don't have to wait for the fucking documentary.
Okay.
Right.
I've already seen the goddamn score.
Because that's what the Welcome to Wrexham gives me. It gives me the highlight reel.
Yeah.
Which is what I pretty much all I want.
Yeah.
Here's the beauty. The beauty of soccer is much like the beauty of watching golf.
Okay.
Is it's nappable because the crowd will tell you when something cool happens.
Right.
They'll go fucking
Okay.
nuts, and you wake up a little, and you're like,
All right.
catch the replay. Great goal.
Cool.
You're on the couch, you lay down, and then all of a sudden, goal!
Hadn't really thought of it that way.
Well,
All right.
I don't watch it in Spanish.
Okay.
But I was just thinking that my libtard media consumption drastically tapered off after November 5th. Yep. Definitely my consumption of MSNBC, which was like, go-go juice, blue wave go-go juice all day long, and all of a sudden, oh, wait, we were wrong.
Yeah.
And so I still check in, but definitely not as much.
Well, here's the question. Isn't that the same case, not just with MSNBC, but also...
CNN?
Yeah, and Fox, I want to say.
I don't know if Fox is seeing any dip at all.
Everybody's going to work in the White House. So I don't know who works there anymore.
Yeah, no one's going to be there to staff Fox News anymore.
Makes you wonder if those little douchebags on the couch are sad they didn't get offered jobs. They're like, what's up with Pete? How come Pete gets to run a thing and I don't get to run a thing?
Yeah, that's Pete Hegseth. Jesus Christ, this guy is a fucking sentient haircut from hell. He's always been a moron, but now more people are finding out that he's a moron.
Well, here's a question I have, and I know the answer. I just want to hear it out loud with you two, and you two kind of follow this more than I do. It feels like all these appointments are just performative. And
they are. Well, so they can sneak in somebody worse.
That's my point. Somebody
you don't know.
You're right. We're paying attention to what we're seeing, and we're not paying attention to what should not be seen. Am I wrong? I mean...
Well, yeah, I'm paying attention.
I know you're paying attention.
I want to see what Dr. Phil gets.
No, yeah. Well, here's my question, because you pay attention to this more than I do, Mr. Bell. Well, what are you thinking on that subject?
I think you're going to find, as most of these, one of two things are going to happen. Either the Republicans in the Senate and the House are going to go into recess, and all these people are just going to automatically get their fucking jobs in recess appointments, which is most likely what's going to happen. Or we go through a slog with each and every one, and then like Bill said, you'll see people you don't know who they are, because it's like nobody knows who the fuck Stephen Miller is unless you're paying a really close attention.
Unless you're extremely online with this shit.
And he is probably one of the most evil individuals to work in American government. And nobody knows who the fuck he is. And so I think you're going to get a lot of chuckleheads like that in. If the Senate doesn't go into recess. But if they do go into recess, you'll have these people, they'll make it about a year, and then they'll quit because they want to go back to their TV jobs or whatever, and then the bad people will come in. Worse people are coming, and there's nothing we can do about it.
And that's the part that really concerns me, because all this feels like it's a front for what's really going to come. So,
I mentioned before, they might have to take a pay cut to take these government jobs because they're making a lot of money on TV.
Yes. So
I don't know what Dr. Oz is making these days.
Yeah. So the bigger question is
an ass out of himself.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting this made-for-TV cabinet, but what's really going to be the actual cabinet? That's what worries me. Because we knocked out, a certain Kitty Diddler. I'm not saying who Gates. I'm just saying.
Just one of them.
Well, he's on Cameo now.
Oh, he's that asshole.
We talked about it on the Left Show today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did?
It was talking about.
He's taking the George Santos route.
Yeah, he's doing pep talks.
Yeah.
That's the Left Show. If you need to follow another podcast that is not TV10 Podcast, just saying.
When you're done with the TV10 Podcast.
Yes.
Yeah. As an amuse-bouche, if you will.
Desserts.
So what we're saying is that Gates is not the problem anymore.
No, Pam Bondi is going to be just as bad, if not worse.
You.
Yeah.
And who the fuck knows who she is?
She was the Attorney General of Florida for quite a while.
Yeah.
Okay, you have me sold at the Attorney General of Florida. That's all I need to hear.
Yeah, so. she's garbage, people.
Yeah.
You just had to say Florida.
That's Yeah, as we've talked about on the show Florida Man. So.
Well, there's this show. I want to bring this up too. There's this show on HBO and Max called It's Florida Man, and it takes these wild stories that come out of Florida. They have the original person that happened to. And then they have actors reenact the story as it goes along. So you see the guy telling the story, then you see an actor like Juliette Lewis or Anna Faris or somebody reenacting.
Yeah, it's like Drunk History, except not quite.
Yeah, it's not. It's along the same lines. It's a mildly funny show,
Yeah.
but they just picked it up for a second season. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one with John Grease from Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh God.
Playing a toothless hillbilly very effectively.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the one I saw.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if I can recommend the show, but it's mildly funny.
It's real. It's too real,
it's real, man.
It's too real.
What's that fake Daily Show on CNN now with Roy Wood?
Oh, have I got news for you?
Oh,
I don't hate it.
No, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
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 They picked it up for second season. It'll be back in February.
Oh, good.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about it is the graphics. It kind of looks like very 90s sitcom graphics.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. You would know that?
Yep, I'll give you that one 100%. I like Roy Wood Jr. a lot. The episode I saw had Adam Kinzinger on it.
Yeah.
And it was really fun trying to watch a right-wing guy like him trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cracks me up.
Which is the opposite side of Bill Maher, and I can't stand smug.
Yeah. Well, what I like about the show is like Michael Ian Black knows everything that's going on down to the last detail.
And Amber Ruffin.
Amber Ruffin is shocked to hear this shit is real.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just fun just to hear Roy.
Yeah.
Roy.
Yeah.
Roy. So
love Roy Wood Jr.
Yeah.
But I'm cool with the rotating Daily Show cast. Do you watch the Daily Show?
Yeah, from time to time.
Yeah.
Usually when I'm done with After Midnight.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, how do you like that show?
Yeah.
Most of the time, I really, really like it. It's had a couple of weak episodes the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But it's going into a week off for Thanksgiving.
But at least it's not James Corden.
Oh yeah. No, and I love Taylor Tomlinson. I think she's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess she's going to be coming to town pretty soon, I think. So, and
Did you guys see? I met Kevin Smith.
I
fuck
think-
yeah! I was going to ask you about that. You and we should point out
He's
Jeff,
made some TV.
yeah, and Jeff Bell, he works at the Nerd Store and Dr. Bolt's Comics, and what else do you do?
I make podcasts.
Oh yeah. So Kevin Smith came to your store, and why was I not invited? Let's start there.
Well, one, I didn't know about it until minutes before it happened.
Okay.
The boss came in and was like, "Hey, Kevin Smith might be stopping by."
Oh.
And me and Braxton, we're both like, "Yeah, whatever."
Yeah.
Yeah, we just rolled our eyes like, "Sure you will, pal."
Okay.
And then about 45 minutes later, in walks Kevin Smith, and I go, "Holy shit!" And he points at himself and he goes, "Yeah."
Yeah.
He's aware of himself.
Yeah.
It's good.
And I have a lot of questions. First of all, one, how dare you? So let's get that out of the
He's
way.
adorably sized.
Right?
He's a little fella.
Oh, I know. I met him once at San Diego Comic Con
Was he
years ago.
Was he wearing his Kevin Smith cosplay?
No,
as usual?
he was wearing.
So how do you recognize him?
Well, I've seen his face.
Because it was hard for me to recognize you at the wedding without the hat.
Yeah, I got that a lot. That's why I put the hat back on.
Oh, and again, Mazel Tov on your wedding.
Thanks,
by the way.
buddy. But no, he was nice. He was kind. My favorite part was he came in, we shook hands, he did a lap of the store, he came back around, he grabbed my Sharpie from behind my ear.
Oh.
And he's like, "I'm gonna sign some stuff," and then like a romping sugar high toddler just ran around the store signing anything that had anything to do with him.
No shit.
Yeah, it was fucking great.
Oh.
And then
Did he
and
buy
Roger.
anything?
I don't think so.
Aww.
But he and Roger talked Mexican comic books
Okay.
for about an hour or so.
Wait,
All right.
Mexican comic books?
Yeah, in Mexico, Gwen Stacy was such a popular character
Okay.
that the printer who was doing Spider-Man reached out to Marvel and was like, "Can we please not kill her?" And Marvel's like, "You're sending us checks. Do whatever the fuck you want."
All right.
This was back during that particular
Yeah, okay.
And so, she didn't die. So in Mexican Marvel, she was alive for another like 45 some odd issues. They got married. She and Peter Parker got married. It's nuts.
Nice.
And so that was Roger telling Kevin Smith about that, is my guess, is how he got him in. And so we came to the shop and he did it. We were on his TikTok. I've been watching our social medias for the comic book shop. Just fucking nuts.
Okay.
People are just following the shit out of it. And
Nice.
It's like, okay, that's what we needed. But yeah, he was just sweet. I told him how much I like Jersey Girl. Told him that I really like the 4:30 movie. I told him that his best movie was Red State, but my favorite movie was Dogma.
Yeah, well, Dogma applies more apparently because he's gonna be doing a sequel to that. But Red State, that was
was Yoga Hosers one of his, or just had his daughter?
No, that was him.
Okay.
She was.
well, that was him, but his daughter was involved in the movie.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Not a great movie, but I liked it.
It's especially important because his daughter espoused the line, "I'm not supposed to be here today." That was great. But, yeah, Red State was the other one that came out in Sundance and really just kind of pivoted from what he's used to and said, yeah, I'm going to go in a different direction here with my movies here. So, and I think, I want to say it's streaming somewhere. I'm not sure where, or maybe,
I don't know. If the computer wasn't dead, I'd look it up for you.
Oh, the other computer, it hasn't died yet?
It's just there on that lock screen.
Fine,
there.
I'll look it up.
I know it's out there
iPad
somewhere. But
Let me look it
which store did he come to? Because
Dr. Volt's right next to Wise Guys.
Okay.
Oh, that's in the Gateway nowadays.
Yep.
Now, had you been out in way out the holiday, do you think you would have got a Kevin Smith drop in?
No.
That's good. Okay.
Maybe. I mean,
location.
Being alive for years after she was dead in America might have pulled him in. He may have been that interested.
Okay.
But I think we were 200 feet from wherever he was staying, in between there and where he was going to work.
Okay.
So
this is how you know you got a good location.
He was he was amazing. I mean, he was really great. He was just goddamn delight to have around.
I mean, I've dealt with him in San Diego Comic-Con. You know, that's FanX 1.0.
San Diego FanX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, that guy is gracious to a fault.
Yep.
So
I haven't met him.
Oh, you haven't?
Nope. I'm the one of us who hasn't met him.
So what I'm hearing is we need to get you in the same room as Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
I just want to see a bro off and slash.
I don't know if we talk about Mexican comics. You know how you know it's a Mexican comic? It has real sugar in it.
I mean,
I should have seen that coming. I absolutely should have seen that punchline coming. And I was I'm thinking, it's in Spanish?
I'm saying we should get them involved somehow. We should, and maybe the world will implode afterwards, but whatever. It's going to be fun as fuck.
Yeah.
So, what do you think, Mr. Belkin?
I think it'd be fun to listen to those two talk TV at each other.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I would pay money for that.
Right around this time, we're going to tell people what they should be watching harder, what they should be checking out if they haven't been checking it out already. I got one locked and loaded, A Man on the Inside, Netflix, Ted Danson.
Is it good?
Could be the best thing I've ever seen him do.
Ooh.
I mean,
because I've been avoiding that.
He's done a lot of good shit. It's he gets hired by a private investigator to infiltrate a retirement home, and it's because there's been some jewelry thefts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at first you're thinking, well, how are they going to get 8 episodes out of this? But it does, and it's very sweet and funny, and it'll make you want to talk to your mom.
No. Do you really need to talk to your mom? I mean, just.
That's what Stephanie Beatrice said from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She's in this. She's the head of the retirement home, and she said, doing this show made me want to talk to my mom more.
Okay.
So, there's something there.
All right.
And, it's just a very, very sweet, funny show. And you also get to see a lot of San Francisco. A lot of San Francisco sites.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's all good all around. The other one I'm going to say, The Franchise just ended tonight. Mm-hmm. It's on HBO and Max. I don't think we're going to get another season, but I said that about Avenue 5 too. And I thought Avenue 5 was too fucking weird
that
to
was
last.
Whiplash as shit.
Yeah.
That fucking show.
And on the gentler side is Somebody Somewhere, also on HBO and Max. Bridget Everett's show is just so fucking good. They're right now probably airing right about now. They're doing a Thanksgiving episode, and I'm sure it's going to be all the feels.
Somebody Somewhere?
Somebody Somewhere. Bridget Everett plays a big city woman who her sister dies, and she moves back to her small Kansas hometown, and she's kind of stuck there. And but she has a community of weirdos, basically, that she makes a found family with.
Okay.
And,
our community is what he's trying to say, Mr. Bell.
Yeah, it's only about 7 episodes a season. We're on the 3rd and final season right now. It's a pretty quick one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd recommend it, definitely. And Landman, just to watch Billy Bob Thornton just be Billy Bob.
And again, I'm going to state this now, sober-ishly.
Nope.
I know. I'm going to try.
Traveling in time.
Yeah. Billy Bob Thornton is Hank Hill and Al Bundy.
He finally got it.
Yeah, there we go. If they had a child, that is the amalgamation of what you can expect. And Ali Lauder is awesome in there in every single way. And John Hamm is...
Hang on. Ali Larder gets naked?
Yes. I don't think so. Does she?
Episode 3. Spoilers.
Really?
And
we want to go back and watch Heroes again.
Okay. There you go. I'm also going to say John Hamm in this film is... John Hamming it.
Very John Hamming it.
Yeah, and the thing is, they're saying Demi Moore is one of the stars involved, and
she's barely in it.
Exactly. Thank you for explaining that.
She shows up once in a while.
Like, honestly, 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Combined out of 3 episodes.
If you want to see more Demi Moore, just go watch The Substance.
Exactly.
You'll see all of Demi Moore.
Yes. But
I've already seen all of Demi Moore.
Well, you'll see even more of Demi Moore.
Between G.I. Jane and Striptease.
Yeah.
Wait, you're married. We're saying we're watching it for you. That's all I'm hearing here.
No, she's fine.
Do you remember?
No. Mr. Bell, we're watching Demi Moore for you.
Do you remember the hype around Striptease when it came out?
Oh, yeah.
And it was a terrible movie.
They're awful.
Before you were married, I got to explain that right off the bat. I'm trying to protect you, my man.
You misunderstand, sir. I can watch naked ladies if I want. She understands that happens. She's fine with it.
In front of your wife.
Naked ladies happen.
Wow. She will watch those shows with me where naked ladies happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I married well. That's the thing. When you get to do it a second time, you do it right.
After your starter marriage.
Yeah, boy, I blew that
one. All right.
Those are my picks. So what to watch harder?
Lioness says.
Lioness.
Yeah, Lioness.
I finally finished the first season of Lioness. Fucking intense. Wow.
And the second season is just as intense on Sheridan Plus. Oh, I'm sorry, Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Just watch all the Sheridan shows involved there on Paramount Plus.
There's not really a terrible one in the bunch. There are different levels of good, but there's no absolute shit ones.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is nice, and you got to wonder what the shit one's going to be.
Considering all the shows this guy is doing at the same time, one's got to slip through.
Yep.
Yeah, and it'll probably be the one involving, well, let's face it, us.
Mormon Housewives.
It'll be Sugar House Wives of Mormon Wives, and that's when we interview
Wives
Mormon
of Wives. I'd watch that show.
Dude, I'm just saying.
Paint a picture.
I'm just saying we just need the Sheridan money and we'll be happy.
Yeah.
In other words, money, please.
And Jeff, anything you have not mentioned here that you'd say, hey, I bet people would like this?
I honestly, at this point, I'm sort of waiting for shit.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the next season of Foundation.
Ooh, yeah.
Season 1 was great. Season 2 was weird, and I can't wait to see what the fuck they do with season 3 because I read the books.
Yeah.
And I don't get it.
Okay.
What about Lower Decks?
I love Lower Decks. I'm watching the shit out of that. The problem I'm having now is I'm maudlin about it because it is the last season.
Yeah.
And so it's taken some of the fun out of it, knowing that every single episode I watch, I'm one episode closer to no more new episodes.
No.
And that pisses me off because it's a fucking great show.
Yeah.
How did you enjoy? I don't think you've been here since the show premiered. Strange New Worlds.
Oh my God.
That's probably my favorite of the new
Yeah.
the new stuff.
If Star Trek was going to make me touch myself, that's the one that would do it. And
Oh,
it's
that's
all-
the one that's gonna flick your bean.
It's all Pike's hair, man.
That is an impressive hair.
Yeah, no, I fucking Strange New Worlds is amazing.
Yeah.
I cannot. I have rewatched it. I think 3 or 4 times by now.
So are you on the opinion that what's his name, Ensign Mount? He might as well be called Captain Johnny Bravo. I mean,
To a point. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean that is some serious dude right
it's
there.
knowing him from Hell on Wheels. And
You
just,
can barely tell it's the same guy.
yeah, and he's so pretty now.
Yeah, he played a dirty cowboy
Yep.
on Hell on Wheels.
Dirty Southerner cowboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good show. I really like that one.
All right. And now let's properly plug all of your podcasts. Tell us about each one and what it's about.
Well, the first and oldest is The Left Show at theleftshow.com. Drops every Monday.
Yep.
We just do politics from a left perspective. We've been doing that for 667 shows.
Now,
Yep.
666 dropped last week.
Yeah, 666 was last week. So,
Oh, you're going that route.
Yep.
I see.
And then the World's Greatest Comic Book Podcast. I've been doing that one almost as long. We just did our 556th episode of that one. That'll drop Tuesdays. And then on weeks when we can just make our schedules work, my wife and I do a weird little relationship show called I Told You So. That is actually a lot more fun to do than it sounds. It really is. It's because we get along really well, and we both have had very fucked up marriages in our past.
Okay.
So you can compare and contrast. And
Okay.
It actually ends up working out pretty well.
All right.
And then, I got a couple of secret ones that'll be coming out first of the year. Fingers crossed.
A contest winner of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great fucking show. I can't wait for that one.
So when are you going to do a podcast about losers who cannot have a relationship whatsoever?
Well, that's who we're talking to.
I was joking, but my God.
Yeah, we're rubbing our people's faces in how fucking happy we are.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is I'm your first guest. Is that
There you
what
go,
you're-
buddy.
That's what I thought. All right.
All right. We want to thank Jeff Bell for stopping by.
Anytime.
And getting a word edgewise here and there. And we want to thank our sponsors.
Well, that would be our good friends at Bohemian Brewery. They got us a Cherny Bock, and also to you the Hefeweizen.
The noble Hefeweizen.
The noble Hefeweizen in the growlers here
A
because
good Hefeweizen is noble.
you
Yes.
right
Yeah.
because we are fancy as fuck here at TV10 Podcast, especially in comparison to our other fine sponsors. That would be Sugar House Distillery and also Outlaw Distillery out in Midvale, Utah, and of course we should not forget Ogden's own distillery. They're out in Ogden, and they've got the Five Wives, the Five Husbands vodka, the Madame Patarini gin. They also have the Ogden's own distillery, the peanut butter whiskey from Porter's. Oh, and guess what? They also have cans in there too, just like Sugar House Distillery. And I would also mention our good friends at Boutique. Because you know what? They got the glassware. The glassware to pour in a fine bit of Cherny Bock.
They also got the non-alcoholic stuff.
They do.
Something Tommy Milagro should look into.
Are you saying I need to come to Jeebus with my drinking gear? Is that what I'm saying? I mean, I get it. And I thank you for that. But either way, the point is, do those things, and more importantly, just reach out to us at TV10 Podcast for our TV10 Podcast t-shirt. No, we do not have a 4XL t-shirt for you yet.
I know, being this big saves me a fucking fortune.
We're trying to.
When you get one, I will buy one. I mean, that's all I'm saying.
But for the rest of you who are slim,
Motherfucker.
hey, you went down that road.
I went tall. You went fat.
Less than full-bodied.
The point is
Curvaceous.
For those of you who are less curvaceous than Mr. Bell, you're welcome, and that's why we're trying not to have you be enamored on the teddy bear nanny cams at TV10 Podcast Studios. Yeah. Yeah, just wave hi to the teddy bear nanny cams here in the Bohemian Studios. Just reach out to us at TV10podcast@gmail.com. It's the t-shirt is pretty easy to get. Just say in the subject line, "T-shirt me now."
You should hit us up on Blue Sky and Threads. Blue Sky is having a bit of a moment. And, I'm enjoying it. Well, Blue Sky in general is having a moment.
Okay.
And
Threads, and
we're also on Threads and Instagram and Facebook, and still on Twitter for some damn reason.
Oh, you mean X?
Honestly, because I can't be bothered to log in and kill it.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I'm still on Twitter. I've not done anything on Twitter in a fucking age. So
don't bother. Yeah. But Blue Sky is quite enjoyable, actually.
Yeah. Either way, just enjoyed the TV10 podcast because we offer so much and for so little.
I want to remind you later on this week, I'm going to try another episode of the TV10 Weekender. It's just a very short reminder podcast about some shit you might want to see.
Do I need to be involved?
It's fine. It's only 10 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean...
It's only 10 minutes long. There's not enough room for you.
What you're saying is you're worried about my drinking. That's what I'm hearing.
No, I stopped worrying about your drinking long ago.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, all right. Now
I'm going to get a text from Robin saying, Tommy was fucked up on that episode.
Wait, Robin listens to this?
I know, right?
I know.
Weird.
Yeah. So, anyway.
So, when I get a text from her, I'll know she's heard the episode. Anyway, on that note, good night, America.
And yes, jiggle that handle because, it's time to flush.
Wow, that's a lot of turkey you got there. Eat all that, you're gonna OD on tryptophan.
On what?
Tryptophan, the weird chemical in turkey.
You fool. You've given the whole game away.
Hey, you gotta pay for that.
Money isn't real. Stupid bitch.
Turkey, it's got the tryptophan. That knocks everybody out at some point.
So what does tryptophan do to our bodies?
Side effects of too much tryptophan may cause agitation and confusion.
The tryptophan.
OD on tryptophan. Hey, you gotta pay for that.
It made perfect sense. Drowsiness, agitation, and confusion. Turkeys turn our families against us with their mind-altering chemicals. Of course it was the turkey. And they're rewarded for their work with a presidential pardon and granted unlimited access to the highest corridors of American power.
This has gone on long enough. If I'm going to end this foul play, I'll have to execute a plan with all the trimmings.